Today we'll be learning how to factor quadratic trinomials. So we're going to be putting together skills you've already learned, solving X puzzles and factoring by grouping. So if you don't remember how to do factoring by grouping, go back to that video before you start this one because I won't be going over that specific skill in depth in this video. So how do I factor a quadratic trinomial? So let's go back to the objective when we were multiplying binomials. We used either the FOIL method or the box method. So remember, we would multiply first terms, the outside terms, the inside terms, and the last terms. So if we do that, we end up with x squared plus 3x plus 7x plus 21. And then we will combine the like terms, and that gives us a trinomial, x squared plus 10x plus 21. So same with this second example. First, outside, inside, last would give us x squared plus 6x minus 4x minus 24, and then you would combine the like terms and end up with a trinomial, x squared plus 2x minus 24. So when we're factoring, we're going to be learning how to go from the trinomial back to these two binomials. So quadratics, if you'll remember when we went over polynomials and naming them, quadratics are polynomials with the highest exponent of 2. Trinomials are polynomials with 3 terms. In standard form, a quadratic trinomial is ax squared plus bx plus c. So we are going to use A, B, and C to solve the X puzzle. So A, B, and C. To get our top number in the X puzzle, we are going to multiply A and C. And then B, the middle coefficient, will go in the bottom. So you'll find out what numbers will solve that X puzzle that multiplies to equal A times C and adds to equal B. So here are the steps for factoring. Remember to always check for a greatest common factor first. You're going to arrange the polynomial in standard form. So if they're not in the correct order, you're going to move it to the correct order. To solve, you must find the two integers that multiply to A times C. And add to B. Then you're going to split the middle term of the original polynomial into 2 terms using your answer from step 2. So now you'll have a 4-term polynomial, and you'll be able to factor by grouping. So here's the example. We have 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. So we need to make sure we know what A, B, and C are. This is in standard form. The x squared is first, x is in the middle, and the constant is last. So, 2 is A, 5 is B, and 3 is C. So remember, we are not including x in A, B, and C. It's just the coefficients. So now that I know what A, B, and C are, I can make my x puzzle. In the top, I'm going to multiply A times C. So this is going to be 2 times 3. What's 2 times 3? It's 6. So 6 is my top number. My middle number, B, is 5. So 5 will be the bottom number. Now, I have to solve this by listing all of the factors of 6 and see which pair adds to 5. So let's see, I could multiply 1 times 6 or 2 times 3. Which pair adds up to 5? That would be 2 and 3. So now I'm going to take those two numbers and split the middle term. Okay, so I will split this middle term. Let me circle this in a different color. I'm going to split up 5x to 2x and 3x because that was the solution to my x puzzle, 2 and 3. For the rest of these terms, I'm just going to bring them down. So 2x squared and plus 3. So now I've turned this trinomial into a 4-term polynomial, and I can factor by grouping. So split it here. The greatest common factor for the first two terms is 2x. When I divide, I get x plus 1. 3 divided by 1 is 3, so that's what I'll factor out of the right side. So I'll write plus 3 and divide x plus 1. So my final answer, factored form, is x plus 1 times, if you can hear my dog snoring in the background, I apologize, 2x plus 3. So that is my factored form. That's my answer, x plus 1 times 2x plus 3. So that's what you'll be doing today, factoring quadratic trinomials.